Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is a beautiful day to dive right back into the absolute madness of Salem. Grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's talk about the latest drama, because things are getting wild. We have so much to unpack today, so let's jump right in. The spoilers for the week of July 6 to July 10 are officially out, and let me tell you, the chickens are finally coming home to roost in Salem. A lot of our favorite residents are about to pay a massive price for their recent decisions, and the fallout is going to be absolutely spectacular. But the biggest, most heartbreaking piece of news dropping this week revolves around a legendary Salem power couple. Kate Brady is officially facing a romantic separation. Yes, you heard that right. Roman Brady has finally reached his absolute breaking point, and he has asked Kate for a temporary separation, forcing her to pack her bags and move into the Kiriakis mansion. Can you believe it? Roman finally grew a backbone. After weeks of Kate lying straight to his face about that despicable lawsuit trap she set for Johnny DiMera, the truth is finally out in the open. We all knew this was coming. The second Xander Cook Kiriakis decided to run his mouth and confess the whole twisted scheme to Johnny. Xander essentially lit a match and threw it right into the middle of Kate and Roman's marriage. And honestly, I am entirely on Roman's side here. A lot of fans love Kate and will defend her to the ends of the earth, but I actually think Roman is doing the exact right thing by kicking her out. Let's be real for a second. Kate has been doing this to Roman for decades. She lies, she schemes, she gets caught, she cries, she begs for forgiveness, and Roman, being the solid, dependable, good guy that he is, always takes her back. Remember all the drama with Sammy and Lucas over the years? Remember every single time Kate chose her ruthless corporate ambitions over the peace and safety of her own family? It is a vicious, never-ending cycle. Roman has always been her safe harbor. When Victor Kiriakis was too ruthless, and when Stefano DiMera was too evil, Roman was the good, steady man she could rely on. But Kate just cannot help herself. She is addicted to the game. She is addicted to manipulation. And this time, she gambled with her marriage, and she lost big time. But here's the kicker. Kate genuinely believes she is always doing the right thing. If we do a deep psychological dive into Kate Roberts, she operates on pure, unadulterated survival instinct. She grew up having to fight for everything she has. She wanted to protect her interests and thought manipulating Johnny was the only way to secure her position. She never does things just to be purely evil like Kristen does. She does them to win. But the tragedy of Kate is that her desire to win always ends up destroying the people who actually love her. Now, she is sitting in the Kiriakis mansion, terrified that Roman will never forgive her. And for the first time in a long time, I think her fear is entirely justified. Roman looks completely done. So now, let's talk about her new living arrangement. Kate is moving into the Kiriakis mansion. Just pause and think about the sheer, unhinged chaos of that dynamic. The Kiriakis mansion is already bursting at the seams with drama right now. You have Alex spiraling out of control over his custody issues with Joy. Sarah and Xander constantly bickering under the same roof. And now Kate is rolling in with her designer luggage and a shattered heart. It is a powder keg waiting to explode. And you won't believe what happens next when she inevitably runs into Xander in the hallway. Xander is the literal reason her marriage just blew up. He is the one who couldn't keep his mouth shut and confess to Johnny. Can you imagine the sheer hatred radiating across the breakfast table when Kate has to sit across from the man who ruined her life? I am predicting a full-blown scorched-earth war between these two. Kate is a woman scorned, and she will absolutely make Xander's life a living hell under that roof. Xander better sleep with one eye open, because Kate is not going to just sit in her room and cry. She is going to plot revenge. Honestly, Victor Kiriakis is probably laughing from the great beyond right now. Victor loved a good mansion brawl. He always kept his enemies close, and having Kate back in his house, plotting her revenge against Xander while mourning her marriage to Roman, is pure, vintage Days of Our Lives. It honors the rich, messy history of the Kiriakis family perfectly. I can almost hear Victor's sarcastic quips echoing through the living room. But Kate's broken heart is not the only thing plaguing Salem right now. The spoilers for July 6 to 10 explicitly warn that worsening symptoms are signaling massive trouble town-wide. This is terrifying, you guys. We are officially in the thick of a massive, multi-layered medical crisis. We already know that the tainted drugs from DiMera Pharmaceuticals have flooded the streets. Destiny is dead. Holly Jonas has collapsed multiple times and is fighting for her life. This isn't just a small, isolated incident anymore. It is a full-blown epidemic hitting Salem, and the body count is threatening to rise. Johnny DiMera is sweating bullets right now, and he absolutely deserves every single second of his panic. He knew about these counterfeit drugs 2 years ago. He thought they were destroyed, but he didn't do his due diligence to verify it. Now, people are dropping like flies, and his own son, Johnny, is secretly building a federal case against him alongside Rafe Hernandez and undercover ISA agent Kat Green. The sheer irony that EJ's own arrogance might be the thing that finally puts him in a federal penitentiary is just poetic justice. I cannot stand how smug EJ has been lately, parading around as the untouchable CEO. He is about to lose his company, his freedom, and worst of all, the respect of his son. And let's not forget the other major symptom crisis happening concurrently. Lexie Carver. My heart absolutely shatters just thinking about this. Doctor, Wilhelm Rolf's super serum 2 is failing drastically. The lab rats are dying of rapid organ failure, and Lexie is already getting dizzy and weak. The town-wide trouble isn't just the street drugs. It's the absolute catastrophic failure of DiMera science on all fronts. EJ played God by bringing Lexie back. And now Abe and Theo are about to have their hearts ripped out all over again when she inevitably crashes. It is incredibly cruel storytelling, but it makes for amazing television. So, how do all these massive storylines collide in Jalabir? A lot of fans think Roman is just going to file for divorce and be done with Kate once and for all. But I actually think something much darker and more dramatic is going to happen. What if Kate, in her depressed, vulnerable state at the Kiriakis mansion, accidentally comes into contact with these tainted drugs? Or what if she gets caught in the dangerous crossfire of EJ trying to violently cover his tracks? EJ knows Kate is a threat, and with his back against the wall, he might lash out. If Kate's life is suddenly on the line because of this town-wide medical emergency, I truly believe that is the only thing that will snap Roman out of his anger. Roman is a protector at his absolute core. He might be furious about the lawsuit trap, but if Kate is lying in a hospital bed at Salem University Hospital, fighting for her life, he will be right by her side holding her hand. That is classic soap opera storytelling 101. You break the legacy couple apart with a massive, unforgivable betrayal, and you bring them back together with a life or death crisis that forces them to realize what truly matters. Ultimately, Kate Roberts Brady is a survivor, She might be down right now, banished to the Kiriakis mansion and alienated from the man she loves, but she is never, ever out of the game. I just hope she uses this time to actually reflect on her destructive actions, instead of just plotting a vicious revenge against Xander or EJ. But who am I kidding? This is Kate we are talking about. She is going to come out swinging, and Salem better brace itself for the impact. What do you guys think? Will Roman ever forgive Kate? Or is this truly the end of their legendary romance? And who do you think is going to be the next victim of these tainted DiMera drugs? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below, because I need to talk about this with people who get how crazy this show is. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Daily Days updates, and I will see you all in the next video.